right, everybody okay in the back? All right, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. First off, hats off to Notre Dame. They came in here and they beat us. There's really no two ways around it. To the Aggie fans, I thank you. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for making this a really special day. You deserved better, and we didn't give it to you. And so we'll go back to work, and we'll continue to drive this thing to become the product that you guys want this and deserve for this program to be. In terms of the game, we lost the turnover battle 2-0. That's not going to lead to a lot of successful games. We had some really critical penalties in the first half that I thought ended some drives when we had some things going. In the second half and the third quarter, we really struggled to get into rhythm on offense. We put the one drive together to tie it and really just could never go out there and get things going consistently. And then defensively, I thought the way we defended the run was really poor. And so we gave up almost 200 yards rushing. You're not going to win football games in this conference doing that. And so we go figure out how to fix it and get it better. So from there, questions.
Second row, Brent.
Say during the game that Connor needed to relax. What does he need to do moving forward after tonight?
Yeah, I just think we gotta go back to the tape and we got to figure out how to put him in better situations to get him comfortable. The challenge tonight was they were going to play us in man all night. And, so there's not a lot of easy access throws to get him comfortable and get him in rhythm. People are going to have to win to do that. And we weren't able to get it going. And it seemed like whether it was him missing, he had a chance to hit no on the big over route and kind of overshot him by a little bit and got the pick, or guys not getting the separation that we needed to get. It just, one way or another, we just weren't able to get it done. We tried to do some different things to create some rubs and picks, and that didn't get it going. And it was really, really hard because he was not in rhythm, and there was nothing easy to get. And so we kept trying, we just couldn't get there.
Front left, Olin, and then Sam.
Yeah, Mike, speaking, you spoke about the run defense. Off the top of your head, just right off the field, do you have any thoughts, any theories what the problem was, and especially on that next to last scoring drive from Notre Dame went 85 yards?
Yeah, it was a litany of things. I thought we could have done a better job up front controlling the line of scrimmage for sure. We misfit some things. I think that created some of the large runs. There was some crack replace situations where we didn't show up the way we needed to, and then on the two long runs we just missed tackles and missed tackles. I think on the first touchdown that got him to 13, I think we missed 3 tackles with guys that were right there and could have downed the football. We didn't get it done. And then on the last one we missed the tackle in the hole, and the kid scored it through because we were in zero trying to sell out to stop the run there. So there wasn't much defense behind the first line. So
Third row on the right, Sam.
Mike, what did you think of your offensive line and how it held up against Notre Dame's defensive front?
Yeah, it didn't feel like the pocket was dirty. It felt like we had time to throw. It felt like we were able to get a little bit going in the run game. Not a ton, but we were able to get a little bit going in the run game. And so, it certainly felt like that was a little bit more neutral than it was, them having the complete upper hand.
Second row on the left, Alex, and then down front.
Knowing you needed to score a touchdown at the end of the game, did you feel like you needed to be in passing situations even though you had all 3 timeouts?
Well, we ran it on the 2nd and 10 to get it to 4th and 2, and then on 4th and 2, we called the play that we thought was the best play to get us the first down. We certainly felt like coming out in the drive, we wanted to kind of get going with the throw game. And then, again, on the 2nd and 10, or the 3rd and 10, we did run it. We got to 8, got it down to 4th and 2, and we just felt like that 4th and 2 was the best way to get us the 2 yards, and we just didn't get it done.
Front row right, Travis.
In the second half, the little heavier rotation of wide receivers, how much of that was your plan? How much of that was just trying to find a guy who might could get that separation?
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. I think as it started to go on and the heat and the mugginess out there, and you wanted to just try to keep guys fresh, and then again, you're just kind of trying to find a rhythm of who can get out there and get the separation that we need to get the thing going.
The ESPN cameras caught Connor getting sick. Was that just a matter of the conditions outside or something he brought into the game?
No, that just was him. He just, in the heat of the moment, got a little bit sick and puked and rally.
Second row on the left.
Coach, how was facing Riley again, and how did his rushing potential affect y'all on the defense?
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I knew it wouldn't be. He made a bunch of big-time plays. He made a play on the 3rd and 5. He made some runs on the last drive. He did what he did and made enough plays to win the football game. Told him I loved him after the game, and I'll be rooting for that kid for the rest of his life.
Coach, back behind the lights in the middle, Tyler.
Coach, what did you see from Le'Veon Moss tonight? And kind of what are your expectations of him moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I thought again it was going to be a challenging night running the football. There was going to be 7 people in the box pretty much every single snap, and so I thought for the most part he pushed the pile forward. I thought he ran hard. We got to try to figure out how to get him a little bit more space to get him going a little bit better. But I thought for the most part he did what we asked him to do.
Staying back on the far right, Ben.
Coach, defensively, y'all were really good on third down for most of the night, for all the night, 2 for 12. But they did have a couple drives where they weren't necessarily third downs, but they can especially the 1st and 25 coming out of that hole. What did you see that they were able to kind of do to just in those fine moments kind of make those plays when they hadn't necessarily been having that success throughout the night?
Yeah, we were really, really bad off schedule tonight on defense. 2nd and 8 to 2nd and 10. I think when we go back and watch the film, I think is going to be one of the worst down and distances of the night. And I think we got to look at what we're doing. We got to look at how we're challenging throws. I think we got really soft in our coverage in those down and distance. Almost like, we kind of got on our heels a little bit because we won first down, and that's the exact opposite of what you should do. Again, we were aware of it. We were trying to get it fixed and corrected. We just couldn't get it done. And so, ultimately at the end of the day, we had them 3rd and 5 backed up and had a chance to make a play to get off the field and didn't do it. And I think at the end of the day, that's the turning point in the game. We've got them 3rd and 5 on the 20-yard line. And we don't get them off the field. And I think if we get them off the field there, they're punting to us, and we've got the ball with a chance to go down and win it. We don't make that play, and then all of a sudden they get some runs going, they get some rhythm. That kid makes a great catch on their sideline, and next thing you know, they're lining up in field goal range, and so they hit the run.
Third row on the right, Sam, and then Alex, you'll wrap us up.
Mike, going back to Connor getting comfortable, how much of that do you attribute to, like you said, receivers not being able to get the win, but also is there some of that attributing to first live game in a new system and getting acclimated to it?
Yeah, I'm sure it's all of it. When you go look at it, it's going to be, the plays that we called and making sure that we're doing the right things to get kids in the right spots to be successful. It's going to be Connor delivering the ball in the right spots on time. It's going to be receivers creating separation. It's going to be the O-line protecting. There's going to be a breakdown on every play that ultimately leads to the success that you're not heading for. And so, what I told the guys in the locker room is for us to get this program over the hump, we're going to have to learn how to put ourselves in position to play the game the way we need to in those moments, and we just didn't do that tonight.
Coach, thanks for your time. We've got Trey Zoom ready.
Yep, thanks, guys.
All right, who would like to get us started with questions for Trey Zune? We'll go front row on the left side to Mark.
Trey, it looked like you guys were able to get some push and a little momentum at times, but what were they doing that prevented you guys from consistently getting the ball down the field?
I don't think it was anything that they did. I think it was ourselves. We beat ourselves. We weren't consistent mentally and physically, so we just got stuff to clean up to make sure that we're the same team every single down.
We'll go one row back to Alex.
Yeah, you guys really committed to the run on that touchdown drive. Just what was really working for you guys, and how you felt that the run game was going?
I just think we were focused and we were straining as hard as we could, and we bought into, hey, we're going to get this in the end zone, and we just need to do that every single drive. We just, didn't execute it on the other drives.
We'll go back behind the lights to Tyler.
Trey, what do you feel like the biggest takeaway was from an opener like this that you guys are going to learn from moving forward?
I think that was a good team. Scoreboard showed that they were the better team, but I don't think they were the better team. I think we beat ourselves. So I think we learned that we have glimpses where we're a really good football team, but we just need to learn how to focus and strain every single play, every single down, every single drive to be successful.
We'll stay behind the lights to Parker and then Alex.
Right here, Trey. Coach mentioned that he felt like the fans maybe deserved a little bit more from tonight. Does that kind of add a little bit more sting to the locker room? I mean, is that kind of how you felt?
Right, yeah, it stings bad, but we're keeping our heads up. We got a lot of football left this season, so it's just time to get to work tomorrow.
We'll go one more on TV row to Ben and then to Alex.
Trey, you talked about, I know you guys weren't able to like consistently perform at the level y'all want to, but it did seem like y'all were able to keep them from, just completely having a heyday defensively. Is that sort of what kind of gives y'all, insight into the fact that, this was more us beating us ourselves? It's not like they were, finishing 8-9 sacks and just manhandling us?
Yeah, right, definitely. Yeah, it was just all on us. We just beat ourselves. There's really nothing else to it.
Second row on the left side, Alex.
Yeah, just from your perspective, what was Connor's demeanor throughout the game? He had a tough night, and just what would you say to him as a team captain?
Things weren't going great the whole time, so I just said, hey, keep your head up, keep throwing the ball, keep being confident. And he's a great player, and he's going to take us to great places this season. So I think he did a great job staying composed throughout the whole game, so I can't wait to see what he does the rest of the season.
All right, it looks like that's all we have. Thank you, Trey.
Thank you all.
All right, Torian York will be our final player tonight. Who would like to get us started with questions for Torian? We'll go third row on the right side to Sam.
Hey, Torian, when you look at what happened in the run game, especially as the game go on, they started to get chunks of yardage. Where were the breakdowns, in your opinion?
I feel like the breakdown was me. I missed a tackle on the long touchdown. Of course, I know they ran for 200 yards. I'd probably say 3/4 of that was in the second half. So we got to lock in more. And I feel like it's on me at the end of the day, man. I got to get these guys right.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
Yeah, as they were really marching down the field on that last touchdown drive, what were you just telling your guys out there to try and stop the bleeding?
I mean, we got to get a stop. They were trying to run the 4-minute drill on us, and they're just trying to bleed as much clock as we did. And you see that's why they ran the clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning. So we just got to get a stop, get off the field.
We'll go back behind the lights on the right side to Ben.
Hey, Torian. Even though y'all were doing really well on third down, it seemed like every time, a predictable passing situation, let's say, and maybe the crowd kind of anticipating a sack, revving up. Even if y'all got off the field after a short gain, y'all were having trouble just getting that big splash play, and putting those together. And it seemed like that was maybe part of some frustration toward the second half as it built up. How'd y'all try to deal with that?
I mean, we lost the turnover battle 2-0, and our number one key to victory is the win turnover margin, and we lost that tonight. So, you know, the offense is its own separate deal. You know, I have my faith in Connor Wigman, of course, but on defense, we got to get turnovers. We got to force it. The ball is the game ultimately, and we didn't get the ball out tonight.
We'll stay on TV row toward the middle to Parker.
Turn right here. Just kind of talking about getting pressure on the quarterback. Not a lot of pressure on Riley Leonard tonight. How do you guys kind of go about fixing that and just getting more penetration, I guess, into the backfield like that?
I mean, obviously, affecting the quarterback is a big key to affecting the game ultimately. I mean, you saw last year we lost our quarterback and the trajectory of how our season went, you know. So I feel that, you know, if we can affect the quarterback, I feel like we'll be in good hands, and we had to take advantage of, obviously, what was it, 6 career starts, and I mean, we just didn't do that tonight. And we just got to get back to the chalkboard and get ready for McNeese.
One more on TV row to Tyler.
Torian, what did you feel like you learned about your team in this season opener?
I mean, we got to fight. I mean, we got to fight, and the fourth key to victory is win the fourth quarter, and we lost that ultimately. And I take pride in the defense as well. So for them running for 198 yards, I mean, that's no bueno, and it starts with me. So it'll be fixed.
One more on TV row to Donna.
Torian, as a leader of this locker room, what do you say to your guys to kind of compartmentalize this one, put it in the past, and move on to McNeese?
I mean, it's already over. I mean, you're going to kill yourself all week if you think about it and you try to beat yourself up about it. So, of course, we're going to be our biggest critics. Of course, you know, I mean, Sunday we'll watch the film, get ready for McNeese. But, I mean, the game is over with, and we just got to set our focus right for Saturday.
We'll go third row on the left side and then to Travis.
Torian, can you talk a little bit about what communication was like, not just between you and your teammates, but also what it was like using the in-helmet communication, how you felt that worked tonight?
I like it. I like it a lot. It was loud on, I mean, every play because we're at Kyle Field and the 12th man showed up. I mean, I'm sad that we couldn't get them the victory tonight because they showed up and they showed out all week. You know, of course, you saw a ticket pool line, so I hate to let them down, but it's part of the game. So just got to get back ready for next week.
Go front row on the right side to Travis.
Yeah, Torian, just as a team as a whole, did this feel like an opportunity lost?
Opportunity lost. I mean, yeah, you're on a big stage. You have everybody in the world coming to watch this game. Everybody around the world is probably watching this game tonight, and you hate to lose it. But if our season goes how we think it'll go, we'll be back on the stage. And I have all the faith in the Texas A&M Aggies to be back on the stage.
We'll go second row on the left side.
Torian, y'all held Notre Dame to 65 yards rushing in the first half, but then gave up 133 in the second. Do you think they made an adjustment, or was it something else that had that happen?
Lack of focus, and it starts with me, and I'm going to continue to harp on that it starts with me at the end of the day. I mean, it was a 50-yard touchdown run because of a missed tackle on my end, so I'm ultimately going to take the blame. You swing big, you miss big, you know, but it is what it is. We got to move on.
All right, it looks like that's all we have. Thank you, Torian.
Thank you.